Let us align on what FANUC actually announced with NVIDIA before customer meetings.
I saw the headline about FANUC and physical AI, but I am not clear what changed.
At a high level, FANUC is formalizing a deep AI partnership with NVIDIA for its robots. They are embedding NVIDIA's AI stack into their robots and ROBOGUIDE simulation software.
So this is not just a demo, it is about how future FANUC systems will actually run.
Exactly. It positions FANUC robots as AI native and simulation first, not just traditional motion. Manufacturers will be able to build photorealistic factory digital twins and train robots virtually. The idea is faster commissioning, more flexible changeovers, and fewer surprises at physical startup.
Who are the main players here, beyond FANUC and NVIDIA, from our customer perspective?
Target users are automotive, logistics, food, and other plants wanting adaptable, AI-driven automation. FANUC is also shifting toward an open ecosystem with ROS2 and Python across its robots. They are even testing voice commands that auto-generate Python code for robot tasks.
That sounds like they want non-experts on the shop floor configuring robots much more easily.
Yes, and that is why this is getting attention. It lowers the programming barrier significantly. For our team, the key point is expectations will rise around digital twins and rapid reconfiguration. Customers may start benchmarking motion control, material handling, and components against this AI-centric model. I am reading this as FANUC trying to make its robots a software and simulation platform. Next, we will unpack what this means for how we frame our own offers.
Before we dive deeper, can you walk through why this FANUC NVIDIA news is happening now?
I'm reading this as demand-driven. Manufacturers are under pressure from labor gaps and faster product changes. Plants in automotive, logistics, and food processing struggle to hire and keep skilled robot programmers. FANUC's voice commands and Python support lower the skill barrier to adjust or reprogram cells. That makes robots usable by more operators, not just a small group of specialists on site.
So the labor story is less about headcount reduction and more about scarce programming skills?
Exactly, and that skill scarcity is colliding with much shorter product and line life cycles. EV, battery, and semiconductor-related lines are being redesigned frequently, sometimes every few quarters. Customers want automation that can be reconfigured quickly, without long offline programming projects.
That helps explain why FANUC is emphasizing adaptable, Python-based control instead of only classic teach pendants.
Right, this is showing up now because flexibility and ease of change are becoming baseline expectations. There is also a financial angle. Big EV battery and reshoring projects face tight CapEx scrutiny. Management wants fewer commissioning surprises and clearer ROI before approving new automation-heavy lines. High-fidelity digital twins in Isaac Sim and ROBOGUIDE let teams validate flows before hardware arrives. That shortens ramp-up time and reduces the perceived risk of large automation investments.
And because many customers already standardize on NVIDIA for AI, this fits existing infrastructure choices.
Yes, NVIDIA has become the default AI stack in many plants, labs, and OEM engineering groups. By aligning with Isaac Sim and Omniverse, FANUC plugs robots into those AI and simulation environments. Competitors like Rockwell, Siemens, and ABB are also pushing digital twins and AI-enabled controls.
So timing-wise, we have labor and flexibility pain, plus CapEx risk, and AI native expectations converging.
That's the backdrop. Next, we can step back and look at how this reshapes the automation stack.
With that background, should we see this as a structural industry shift, not just one launch?
Yes, this news fits the structural theme of robots becoming open, software-centric platforms. That sits at the industry structure layer, where control stacks and interfaces are defined. ROS2 drivers, standard Python, and ecosystem hooks shift robots into broader software networks. I read this as platforms and ecosystems, not standalone machines, setting future integration rules.
So the pattern is robots moving from closed boxes to open digital factory platforms.
There is a second theme here around how automation is specified and deployed over time. This sits in the business model and go-to-market layer for automation vendors. Simulation-first design, digital twins, and voice-to-Python all change who programs and when. Instead of one big commissioning event, automation looks more like continuous software updates.
So structurally, this is about open robot platforms and software-driven deployment patterns.
Exactly, and next we can connect those themes to where our own offerings attach.
For our global industrial equipment sales, where will this FANUC physical AI move show up first?
First, expect a customer conversation shift, especially in automotive, EV, and electronics plants. Plant engineering and production tech teams will ask more about digital twins and simulation integration. When we discuss motion control, material handling, or inspection, they will probe AI optimization readiness.
So even if we are not selling robots, our components must fit digital twin workflows?
Exactly. We should be ready to describe clear data interfaces and simulation model availability. In bids where FANUC robots are specified, our gear must sound simulation and AI ready. That means emphasizing compatibility with customers. Digital twin tools, not just mechanical performance specs. Regional teams should check proposals, mention how our systems can be modeled and optimized virtually.
This could change our win themes from throughput only to throughput plus simulation and AI fit.
Yes, especially in Japan, Germany, US and EU auto clusters, and Korean electronics accounts. Those high automation regions are most likely to pilot physical AI-style projects with FANUC. On competition, this strengthens majors like FANUC versus lower-cost Asian robot and component suppliers. Price-only pitches will look weaker when customers prioritize software stack, digital twins, and lifecycle optimization. For us, that is a chance to lean into reliability, integration support, and long-term efficiency.
So our defensive selling should avoid pure discounting and instead stress integration and uptime economics.
Right, and we should align internally on which key accounts expect this higher software-centric story.
For the next meeting, we should align on priority regions and proposals needing stronger digital twin positioning.
Then in Part 5, we can translate that into concrete watch points and customer question lists.
How should we take this FANUC and NVIDIA story back into our daily account work?
I think this is easiest to use if we treat it as an adoption timing signal. Not just a cool robotics demo, but an indicator of when physical AI becomes standard.
So we frame it as a roadmap marker for factories, not only a FANUC feature list?
First watchpoint for us is customer language in RFPs, RFQs, and workshops. Worth noting who starts mentioning Isaac, Omniverse, ROS2, or Python robotics explicitly. Those accounts are early movers on digital twins and physical AI, and should shape priorities.
Got it. We log those signals and feed them into territory and key account planning.
Second watchpoint is the integrator and competitor ecosystem around these stacks. If big integrators brand around NVIDIA Isaac or physical AI, that steers plant standards. And we should compare that with how Siemens, Rockwell, ABB, and Mitsubishi position AI.
That helps us see which stacks we must interoperate with in each region and vertical.
For team questions, I would separate near-term and medium-term. Near-term, how do we describe our role inside a FANUC plus NVIDIA-style environment? What is our story when customers talk digital twins, not just hardware specifications?
And on the medium-term side, we should talk about account and partner focus.
Yes. Which 5 to 10 strategic accounts per region merit early digital twin conversations? And which distributors or integrators need early enablement on simulation and AI themes? If we keep those questions live, this news becomes a useful planning reference, not noise.